What up? This is on the Sick One to Sobriety. My name is Rob, and I'm an alcoholic and drug addict. I've been trying to go like kind of chronological order. I'm telling you, I can't pronounce some of these words, but eso les digo que no sé si estoy pendejo, así me dejó el crico, ¿ah? I try to go in order of my life of how shit happens, right? But today I remember something that was locked in the vault for so long. Totally forgot about it, totally skipped over it during my stories, and thought for no other reason I should share it with y'all. So, this is the first time that your boy had to hide from the netco, and let's get into it. So, around this time, I was hanging around with a few shady characters, if you might say. One character in particular happened to be a known gang member. Even if you looked him up on Google, you can see that he was one of the most wanted. And if you ever see this big dog, I already apologized to you a long time ago. We shook hands. I know you weren't a big fan of mine. I know we had a falling out, but still, up to this day, it's still my bad. I know I fucked up. All right, so let's get into it. Fuck it. Apologies are over. Um, so at this time, I was seeing the girl that lived in Lemon Grove. Right, she has a big part in this. So the gangster homie hits me up and it's like, "Hey, yo," calls me by my nickname, and he's like, "Yo, what up? You trying to get on? I'll put you on, dog. We'll start slow, just to see how you do, and we'll go from there." And anybody that is as big of a drug addict as I am knows that's a green light. Of course, what am I gonna say? No to free material? You think I'm gonna say no to that? First thing I thought in my head was like, "Oh, this guy's out $100. I'm gonna burn this guy. What is he gonna do?" You know what I mean? Because my addiction, I was so smoked out. My brain was so fucking fried. I assumed nothing could ever happen to me. I had like superpowers. You know what I mean? I was like, dun, 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 dun. Nothing could happen to me. So I was like, hell yeah, dog, put me on, put your boy on. Dude, I fucking felt like Scarface up in that. I fucking felt like Scarface up in that. I got 520s on me, dog, feeling like I'm the big boss around the apartment. Like, yo, what's up, homie? What's up, dog? Who need that? Who need that? And I was like, I was in business, dog. Your boy was in business. I was on the sick one. Um, I started like getting rid of them. I ended up coming up with like $40. Like in the first fucking like hour, and then I was like, hell yeah. And my homie wanted $100 back, right? I was like, oh, this is easy. And then one of my other friends that was right there tells me like, hey, what's up, fool? I'm trying to re-up. Let me borrow those 40. And I'm good for it. When the tweaker says I'm good for it, he ain't no good for it, dog. Straight burn. But this was my friend, dog. This was my homie that had always had my back, like smoked me out all the time. And I was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I mean? Shot him the $40. All of a sudden, his neck code burns him. I'm like, what the? And then I'm out of $40. And where the fuck? I don't have a job at this time. I don't have nothing at this time. I just have the rest of the material that dude gave me. And so I'm out $40. And the gangster homie hits me up and he's like, hey, dog, what's up? How's it going? You good? And I was like, yeah, good. I already got rid of some of it, dog. I'm almost done. All right, cool. And then a couple of days passed by. The three things I had left for $20 in my pipa, in my foco, gone, smoked out to the dome. So the first thing I know what to do when what is it called? When fight or flight kicks in, your boy takes flight. No fight, all flight. What I do? Relocated for the witness protection program, dog. Your boy relocates to Lemon Grove. That the girl at that time, she was going like through it with her parents. Like there was no man of the house, and your boy's big tough motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All size but no toughness. I was the man of the house up in that bitch. Like honestly, real shit. Like the mom welcomed me in with open arms. Like she was cool with me staying there. Granted, I had to stay in the living room, obviously, for obvious reasons, right? You know, segunda, traditional Mexican bullshit, whatever. But she let me in. She said she felt safer with me there. And why she felt safe with the tweaker right there, I had no idea. But it was my sanctuary, dog. I felt relaxed right there. But I couldn't stay there forever. You know what I mean? I had to come back home eventually. So I'd fucking sneak home. And just one random ass time, for some reason, I decided to open my blinds from my room when I was back home. It was like 8 at night or whatever. I opened my blinds and that gangster dude is standing out there by my window, maybe like 20 feet away, maybe a little bit closer. Like, he's just standing out there waiting for me, camping out. His fucking feet are planted into the cement. He ain't going nowhere. And I was just like, damn, I ain't got this fool's money. He's not able to contact me, obviously, because I'm not giving them my phone number. I have him blocked, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case was. Honestly, I don't remember if I had even a phone back then. I know there was an Obama phone involved somewhere, but I don't know if he had my number, honestly. And so I was just like scared for my life. I was like, there's no way. You know what? The one thing that I do respect about this gangster dude was that he had that mentality of like, we don't fuck around with nobody's mom's house. You know what I mean? And like, so he really wasn't messing with my mom's house. He was just posted out there waiting to see if he see me pass by. That's it. He never came knocking on the door, never tried looking for me like that, or you know what I mean? He was just posted out there. So I give him respect for that. And I camped out in my house. I didn't go nowhere for days. And eventually he moved on, you know what I mean? And then I went to my first friend's house, the one that fucking I let borrow those $40. And I was kicking it with that fool, and he's like, hey, the gangster homie's on his way right now, dog. You know, you might want to split. You might want to skedaddle. And I fucking bounced. You know, like Tom and Jerry in the cartoons when they take off running. Blah, 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 blah. I was gone. Your boy was running. I ran home. Where else am I going to run to? I fucking ran home, dog. Scared for my life. Because I didn't have the money to pay him. I just didn't have the money to pay him. And I was scared of a beatdown. Honestly, I don't know how bad the beatdown was going to be. And it says there was something, I don't want to say it here, but there was a certain, I don't know if it was a rule or just a certain stipulation was attached to this material where if you mess around and you know what I mean, when that gang life type stuff. So I didn't understand it. I didn't grasp of how really messed up my situation really was. Um, and I don't know how, but my friend that I had let borrow those $40 to, he found some way, some girl to pimp out. I don't know how he did it, but he paid my debt for me. The rest of him paid everything what I owed. And I was like, all right, cool. I could relax. And I didn't run into that gangster dude for a little bit, a couple of days. And one day, I was coming out of my boy's house, and there's like some benches down on the like on my friend lived on the second floor. On the first floor, there's like a little picnic area, like right in front of the building, and he was sitting on that bench. I don't know. I guess he was just waiting. Maybe he might have been waiting for me or whatever. And so when I knew that my debt was paid, so I walked out, chilling, no worries in the world, dog. Just smoked out of my mind. I mean, no brain cells. But I was chilling. I didn't have no worries, and I saw him. Like I looked down to my left, and he was down there at the bench, and he looked up at me, and I gave him saludos like I haven't seen that fool. I was like, yo, what's up, dog? And I fucking walked down to him, and I could fucking as soon as I was getting few steps closer to them, I fucking felt the whole mood change. My whole body language changed. My vibe changed. Puse la cara de pendejo. You know what I mean? I was just like, fuck. Like, I think this fool was going to sock me up, dog. This fool had a reputation for socking motherfuckers up. And I ran into him and I shook his hand, you know. I tried to shake his hand. He shook my hand, pero me metió un pinche putazote. My knuckles was hurting. I was like, damn, dog, why you gotta be so hard, fool? God damn, G. Hurting my hand and shit. And he's like, hey, Rob, hey, I'm going to tell you straight up as your homie, dog. If you cannot handle your drug addiction and you're going to be hiding like a little bitch, you should not be using. Honestly, I'm telling you right now, straight up, man to man. I was like, I felt ashamed, dog. I felt really bad. And I was like, yeah, you're right, man, you're right. I told him, hey, you know what? Honestly, my bad for that bad business, dog. I just fucked up. And he's like, you know what? Well, your debt was paid. All that shit's behind us now. Just from now on, I can't fuck with you no more, dog. It's like you're not as solid as what you came up to be. And I was just like, yeah, I understand 100%. I've known this guy probably since like elementary school, dog, and we had a falling out just like that. And it sucks, and it's just something shameful for me that there's people in this world that have seen me at my lowest and have seen me bitch up and tense up in certain situations, and it just wasn't the right. I didn't have the right reaction. Obviously, I did the wrong thing. Obviously, and nothing hurts more than getting the pity of someone. I would have rather gotten my ass beat from here to New York instead of him showing pity on me, dog. Cause him showing pity on me just fucking destroyed me like a motherfucker, dog. I was just, I guess I'm not even worth getting beat up, dog. Like, how fucked up is that? At least when you beat somebody up, that's like you have some sort of respect for your enemy or for the person you're fighting. You know, you have zero respect for me that you're not willing to hit me, dog. Like, that was really an eye opener for me, dog. But did it change me? No. Did I do stupid shit often? Yes. Did I do it again? Yes, but obviously not to him. But I kept on fucking around. That threat alone wasn't enough to make me stop. Messing with the wrong crowd was not enough for me to stop. The backstories that I've heard, you know what I mean, through the grapevine, through other homies, was that there was this one particular friend that we had in our group. I don't know why, but she really took a liking to me. Well, she liked all of us, you know what I mean? But she really took a liking to me, and she's like spoke up for me in the neighborhood. She got my name cleared. I don't know how. I don't know what she did. I don't know who she talked to, but that's just what they said. I don't know. It could have been a fucking what kind of meeting they had. You know, it could have been anything, but that really made me feel like, oh shit. Like, even though I'm fucking up and I'm doing all this, there's still a person here and there that has my back, and it does feel good that people still have your back no matter how fucked up of shit that you're doing. You know what I mean? And so that was just the craziest little story that I was thinking about today. Why, I have no idea. It was just some random shit that I was thinking about, and I wanted to share that with y'all. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.